Well, Jerry Shank from 4-Star Video Co-op is here with our November picks. Thanks for being here. It's been a while since I've seen you.
Yes, we haven't worked together for about a year.
Wow,
so
it's good to have you back.
Let's go.
All right, so what do you have for us?
Well, first is a science fiction film based on a little-known graphic novel, which has, and the script may have been written by Karl Marx. It's about a train, a huge train, that's the only life left on Earth. And this train travels all over the continent and looks at the frozen parts. But it's divided into the lower classes and the upper classes and the partying people and the working people and so on. And they try to get from the back of the train to the front. Mm-hmm. And it's quite a show, quite violent.
I can imagine with those different carts and people trying to
get through and so on. But it's got some surprises. Some very moving things. There's some speeches, a woman about her son, for example, and it's just very good.
All right.
A good sci-fi romp.
And that's Snowpiercer.
Snowpiercer.
Okay.
Right. Next is a play or a movie based on an Elmore Leonard. He just died. It's based on one of his books, and it's a riff on Ruthless People. It's a somewhat similar premise. They kidnap the wife of a wealthy man who really doesn't want her back.
Oh, goodness.
And so this leads us to all kinds of amazing carryings on. And, of course, her distress when she finds out her husband doesn't want her back, and when she finds out how much money he has to give for ransom, she didn't know about that. So it's quite it's humorous, but on a more serious vein. Ruthless comedy was played for big laughs. This is paid for some laughs and some almost terror kind of parts. But a good flick. Again, will keep you warm.
Well, we have a lot of days to keep warm.
Keep warm,
these next few days. So, okay, and then what's this one?
And next is a French film called Chinese Puzzle. And it is a French farce. And all these farces from France are puzzles. And you have all kinds of people doing all kinds of things, and it all comes together in a final scene where the doors open and the doors close, and the right people and the wrong people come through. And it involves a man whose wife has moved to New York taking his children. He's French, he goes to New York, and he can't stay there long on just a visa, so he has to become a citizen. So he marries a woman he hasn't met, whose uncle's life he saved in a traffic accident. And of course, just the setting up of the wedding is farcical because his children have to kind of help, and they're not sure what's going on. And things progress from there to a great Chinese puzzle farce. And Audrey Tautou is in this, as radiant as ever. Mm-hmm. And so if you like a man who's having trouble with his women, he has several.
Of course.
Of course, it's a French farce. What would you want? This is a good one. Okay.
This last one?
And the last one is A Coffee in Berlin. Now, this is a riff on another movie, too. It's a riff on Louis Buñuel's The Discreet Charm of the Bourgeoisie, where they can never eat a meal. Here, the poor guy can never get a cup of coffee. And at the beginning, he doesn't have quite enough money to pay for it. Then the coffee urn is empty, and on and on. And he goes through a big change in his life and his relationship to his father and all kinds of stuff, never getting a cup of coffee. And he has all kinds of run-in with bureaucrats that are extremely funny. Whoever made this film does not like bureaucrats, okay? So it's a very, very funny film. I would recommend it. Black and white. Subtitles, it's in German.
We were talking earlier, it's a simple but good film.
Simple but good film, and it's got some just hilarious scenes. But if you want the spectacular, why go for Snowpiercer?
So that'd be your #1 choice?
Yes, but all of these are good watches. Mm-hmm. They're all different, of course, but they're all good watches. So anyhow...
well, it sounds like a lot of different stories, a lot to keep track of, and nice way to keep entertained.
Yeah, Tilda Swinton is in the Snowpiercer.
All right, well, Jerry, thank you so much for being with us again today.
Okay, thank you.
All right, we'll be right back after this.